Oil Pastel Parrot, inspired by Frida Kahlo. Hello, little artist. It's Mr. Brush and Miss Christina. For today's art project, you need a piece of paper, a pencil to draw with, and we are going to be coloring and using oil pastels. Remember, if you are working from home and you don't have some of these art supplies, improvise, be creative, and use what you have at home. So for today, we're going to be drawing a friendly parrot inspired by our artist, Frida Kahlo. Do you remember what country she was from? Mexico. For the top of the parrot's head, I'm going to do a little curve, kind of like an upside down U, and then I'm going to work on the body. Okay, so he's kind of got a little fluffy, feathery belly right here. And then the back of his body can come this way. And I will add his wing there in just a minute. And I need to add his tail. So I'm going to come down and I'm going to loop back up, but not all the way. And then I'll come here, come down, and loop over for his tail. I know it looks a little funny right now, but once we start to add the little parrot details, you will love it. I think I'm gonna put a few little fluffy feathers coming out around his head. And remember, when you're using a pencil, draw light until you get it right. That way, if you mess up or you want to erase something, it's light enough so that you can erase it pretty good. All right, let's give him his wing. So I'm going to come out a little bit so we can see it. And I'm going to come almost to the bottom of his body. And then I'll come back up. And then I'll connect this. It's kind of like a teardrop shape upside down, or a flower petal. And you can keep that line or you can erase it. I think I'm gonna erase it. And then we'll add some details, some feathery details. Now I'm gonna do some simple ones, but if you want to look at pictures of real parrots, please do. That is being an inquisitive artist. And I am just drawing some kind of like these little U's or scallops to kind of show where the feathers are going. And then I'll do some lines coming down to show those bottom feathers, how they go down. All right, he's starting to come to life. Oh, I love it. But he needs a friendly face, doesn't he? Frida's parrot, his name was Bonito. Let's give him an eye. Now some parrots, they have kind of like this little white part, and then their eye is in there. And don't worry, we'll come back in later to add the highlight and the colors. And then I'm gonna give him his beak. So very simple shape, kind of come down. And then I can come back that way. And if you want to be a little bit more realistic, we can kind of curve that and erase that shape. Oh, he's so cute. I love it. Now where do parrots usually live? On a tree branch. And you know, I'm looking at this and I'm noticing that I think the tail and his body should come up a little bit. So I'm gonna shorten his belly there. Yeah, that looks a little better. And then I can put him on a tree branch. Let's see, I think I'll have it going this way and down. And don't forget to skip over his body. There we go. All right, how's he sitting on this branch? He needs some little parrot feet, doesn't he? So So I think the way he's sitting, we might only see one, so we'll just put his little toes. And then we can erase the part of the branch that we'll see. Ta-da! Now if you want to get a little fancier, you know, maybe we can add some tree branches or some fruit. Parrots and tropical fruits were very common in Mexico, where Frida was from. And a lot of her artwork, it reflected her heritage and where she was from. So I think I might add some leaves coming off. And these will look even better once I start to add all those vibrant colors. This is gonna look really, really nice. All right, I think I'm ready to add some oil pastels. So the really cool thing with oil pastels is that you can blend them, okay? But I'm first gonna take a brown color, or you could do black, and I'm just gonna kind of outline everything. So an outline is just kind of going over the lines that you drew. Okay, and if your oil pastel, if it smears a little bit, don't worry. We will come back and we will cover it up. And I'm just going to go over all of my lines. I'll speed up the video. All right, I'm gonna start blending. This is gonna be so fun, and I think you'll really like it. The only thing is you're gonna get a little messy, but that's okay. We'll move Mr. Brush out of the way. So I love the color blue. So I'm going to take, I'm gonna make him blue. Now you can look at pictures of real parrots to find the kind of colors that you wanna use. They are so colorful. All the colors can be found: red, green, yellow, blue, just beautiful, vibrant colors. And then I think I'm gonna blend some of this white oil pastel onto the blue. Okay, and whoops, mine's broken. That's okay. You can still use it. Art is about being creative. And I'm just gonna blend that over, and you can see it kind of makes like this creamy, buttery feel, and then it makes a lighter blue. Now sometimes you might get some of the oil pastel pieces, and you can just kind of brush those off to get them out of your way. Oh, that's so pretty. And then you can choose an outlining color. I have this even darker blue. I think I'll just maybe go back over the brown a little bit. Ooh, I love that. And then maybe put some lines to kind of show his feathers. I'm going to continue to color in and blend and layer the oil pastels. You can use any colors you want. Remember, you are the artist. One thing to remember is to press hard with your oil pastels so that they blend and completely cover up the paper. You don't want white showing. The last thing that I'm gonna do is paint a colorful, bright background. I decided to use paint because it's a little faster than blending my oil pastels, and it's fun. Just remember that oil pastels and watercolor paint, they resist. So when you go up close next to the leaves and the parrot with your watercolor, they will not mix. It will resist. I cannot wait to see what you make. Take your time, try your best, and have fun.